Southeast Avenue 90 where they intersect. It's gonna go eventually very, very close to Langton. Langdon. It's gonna be very close to Langdon. Yeah, near Langdon in about probably 20 minutes or so. Where I'm gonna decide to crash on me per usual.
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Man. Alright, let's see exactly what it may be over here. A lot of rural regions, mainly fields, but there's definitely houses. There's definitely houses every now and then on in this area. It's over Northeast 90 Avenue right now, which looks to be a dirt road between a bunch of fields here. So this is, to give you an idea, it is dead north by about 4.5 miles, dead north of Preston, Kansas. Lord have mercy, that is insane. For a tornado that's hitting a relatively rural area right now, that is just absurd. So this is likely a huge tornado. And I can't stress enough with this one. This is likely going to be on the ground for a very, very long time.
Alright, I had to restart my stream because a violent tornado is back on the ground. As I ended my stream, it went back on the ground, recycled,
Chaser
and
just
this
said
is
it is
going to be
a
on...
it's a stovepipe on the ground.
Alright, confirmation, stovepipe on the ground at this time. Storm chasers reported a stovepipe on the ground at this time. Possible long track tornado.
Wow.
My camera.
One
Oh,
thing
now he
is,
said it's still a wedge.
I don't know what it is,
Well,
but I have.
yeah,
I can't
that's a
even
hell
see.
of a
You only
hell of a
have
splotch on CC.
milliseconds between lightning
There is a
flashes to see it.
dark splotch coinciding with that.
You only get milliseconds.
Well, switch to
What?
CC right there. I'm curious because I'm looking at it through Supercell. You've got a clearer picture through Omega.
Should I get rid of the covering on my camera?
So
sorry, I'm watching this
when
chaser.
I
So
hear
this
certain
is
things,
lofting debris.
Oh, hold on. Like that whole CC drop just looks weird.
That's
like on mine, it
30,000
looks
feet.
more solid than there. But maybe it's just because yours is more a higher quality program.
That's at minimum 20,000. Minimum.
Oh, we're looking at his. We're not looking at.
Oh my goodness! Look at all that debris.
That's a lot of fucking debris.
This is lofting debris at
That's
least 20,000 feet up in the atmosphere.
This is more towards of what my dad experienced.
There's definitely some houses in the path of this that have likely been hit. There's a home on Southeast 80th Street, just near the intersection of Southeast 80th Street and
That's up to
Southeast
Tilt 4.
110th Avenue.
It's up to Tilt 4. I've just got a yeah, for me, it's just a splash of
It looks
slack.
like farmland,
That's a hell of a hook.
Could have been hit because
Well,
that is a house.
then again, take a
This
look.
house
The hook's
on
kind of breaking down
farmland there.
too at the same time.
Right
Should I
under
get rid of the
tornado
cover
debris
that's covering my
signature.
camera?
I do what you want.
But though, we've basically explained this other experience. But what my dad heard was, it
Hold on a
Gracious
second.
day.
was a cup. Like he dead on thought he heard it. Like if somebody was
Just
placing
look
a
at that.
cup
That's so much so
Cut
much
somebody?
debris.
No, like a cup.
Ooh,
of
that's-
So
that's-
so much debris. My goodness.
Yeah, one thing is
Rough.
certain
But-
noises,
but
like
here's the
if I'm
thing,
in my room.
Hold on a little bit,
Huge
guys.
debris.
It was in
signature.
the kitchen, and I looked.
Let's look at the storm before we. Start going
Likely
that way.
still a large, violent tornado on the ground here.
Fucking.
Very
I don't mind
likely
it.
a large,
I talk
violent
about it for
tornado
hours.
still on the ground.
That's something that's the normal.
I love
Asian
talking
thing.
about it. I hate explaining.
Chaser just said it's probably about a mile and a half wide wedge tornado.
Mile and a half.
Proxy, we got the same feed. Oh my goodness. Absolute nightmare.
Kansas. It's
Absolute nightmare.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
And again, this is heading towards
Oh, let's see.
Abbeville, Arlington.
Brad's running shit over.
Heading right towards that area.
I'm gonna hop in general just because.
Yeah, I got you. I'll join you in a bit.
Just an insane supercell. Like I said, this is still going to be a long track tornado. Zero signs of it lifting, and even if it does lift, it will likely be able to produce minutes after lifting. So this is going to be a very long track tornado.
Well, I mean,
please stop. Y'all have a stop sign. I don't.
that's definitely interesting. I don't know if it's.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I mean, that's
Yeah, we got a
the thing
huge
is like
tornado
you,
here in
so
front of these
so
guys.
you open
Sarah,
up.
Nick, and
if
Brad
you're
are
gonna-
all in the vicinity of the
If you want to
tornado.
open up an area to
It
stream,
is going to be kind of hard to see.
And you wanna
but,
avoid general
if you pay
conversation.
attention, you'll
Still a
see it in the
huge
flash of
debris
lightning,
signature. Should
especially
get a new
in
scan.
make
Brad's
the
feed
point of
now.
that.
Somehow.
But here's the thing, y'all. Like,
Yep, still a large
tornado
CC.
like this, we can tell you pretty much exactly
Yeah, okay.
where
Well,
it is.
Definitely,
I
a
wasn't
little
paying
occlusion
attention to
process
what
happening.
anybody was doing.
And it's right now north and west
But,
of
Looks
China.
like a
I'll give you some
storm fired
mesoscale
right in
details
the airflow.
about
You
where
see
that
that?
tornado is right now.
That's
Remember,
why
it's
usually
probably
on
quite
mine
large.
it's locked.
Looks like a
So
storm
it
fired
can
if I'm
right
literally
in the
feel
and I
the
usually have
distance
to drag people
between,
in.
the
I leave it
Newell
open
cemetery,
sometimes whenever I just
which
don't
that
feel
may
like
be able
doing
to
that.
just cut it
Newell
directly
landing
off
field.
and
That's been
Okay,
busy.
it could
kill
be
it
the
right here.
size of that.
Which, like, now.
You can feel the whole distance between those two things. And then it's potentially
it
going to
does
continue
die
to
out
go off
now,
to the north and
it's
east
likely
and
gonna try
impact
to
places
drop
like the
down
Edwards
to
Down
it started
Memorial
dying.
Airport.
Yeah,
Near
like I
Abbeville
said,
Cemetery.
did you see where it was starting to
Fairfield
That's
USD
if it occludes
310.
like it
now.
started to break
And then
apart?
it could go up there.
At
If
the-
it doesn't occlude
Abbeville.
now, then it's
If it
still
does
just going to
go into
continue
Abbeville,
on
it would
and
enter
keep
the town on the
producing
side where
Yeah.
the Abbeville Community
Yeah.
Church
Well,
is.
I mean,
and the
yeah, but
exit on the
it's
side of
also-
the Abbeville
that was
Cemetery
happening
is.
before. You
Still
could see
on
that
track
starting
to
to
go right
break.
towards
So,
Abbeville
if you
and
look
Arlington, and then
southwest
to the very
where
bottom,
the
it's
loop
in
over
was,
there towards,
go ahead and hit play.
Partridge.
Watch
You guys
the
are also in the path
watch it as
there.
it starts
South
right there,
Central
right
Kansas.
there. It started to break.
You know, this is one of the places
There.
where the tornado could be coming towards.
You could
right
see
now.
the hook
So take
started
shelter in Arlington,
somewhat
Langdon, Abbeville, and Partridge.
break.
All
And
these
you could tell
places
something
just
was
to the south and
happening that
west
was
of,
going to.
Hutchinson, Kansas.
Yeah, I mean it's
This
not that
is a
it's not
dangerous
still there,
storm. It is producing
but it did
a
weaken
tornado.
it a bit.
Take shelter.
Just good.
Not even reading velocity signatures anymore on
Yeah,
Lots of
this.
lightning
and I
with
mean
this,
it's
too,
it's
so
still
My
it's
it's
still a
radar is
super
just
cell.
picking up.
So there's still a
Unbelievable.
mesocyclone there.
Unbelievable, y'all.
All right, get the calculator
Look
out.
at this hole.
I've got
The daggone thing
108
has an eye.
on 128.
Donut hole. You can see that.
108
It's almost like
on
it's three-dimensional. You can see.
128.
That's crazy.
That is 236.
The bounded weak echo region.
236.
We can also see now that according to the debris signature here,
Wow.
we've got debris being lofted over 30,000
Gracious
feet.
day.
So this is a massive wedge tornado
That's
now.
likely
lofting
All right,
very
over
Jefferson.
close
I'm gonna have to roll out here in a minute. I'm
Yeah,
gonna top
just
in
not-
general,
This
talk
is
to them for a couple
powerful
minutes, and then I'm gonna break.
EF4 or higher tornado happening
It doesn't
right
even
now,
read it on GR2 analysis.
north and west of Chiron.
Have a good night, sir. I'll catch you
Unbelievable
later.
velocities. This is greater than anything we've seen today.
Likely still a huge wedge. Just becoming a lot more rain wrap now. Rain is wrapping around the circulation.
The tornado
here.
debris signature is well over 30,000 feet. This is insane. This is a
Make sure I got
powerful,
the,
powerful tornado.
newest
If this hits
scan.
anything, it's going to absolutely completely and utterly destroy it.
There we
We will
go.
probably see a new tornado emergency
So
issued
this
here
is
soon
either
if
going to
this,
occlude
keeps it up for
or
another
it's going to
scan.
just continue to be a rain-wrapped, long-tracked, violent tornado.
Yeah, this is beyond a tornado emergency criteria here.
Very surprised we don't
once
have
again,
a special MCV
if you're just
on
now
this.
tuning in, we've got a tornado of catastrophic and
I'm
epic
really surprised
proportions
the
right
SBC
now,
hasn't issued a
ripping
new
up the
special
ground,
MCD here.
likely ripping the ground up out here in Reno County, Kansas, just past Neola. It's pretty close to the Newell landing field. That's an airport out there.
let's go
And
back
if it
to this
continues to
radar
go on
again.
its path here, it'll go up towards the Glendale Cemetery.
New velocity scan here in about 2 seconds. Wow. Still crazy, CC.
Once again, it does
Again,
seem like the
just breaking velocity,
this,
so I gotta go to a
surpasses
different
the
radar
criteria
site.
for a tornado
Oh my
emergency. So I would
goodness.
not be surprised at all if we saw that come through here soon. Hutchinson, Kansas. I hope
142
everybody
mile
in
an
the
hour
town's ready
pixels
here.
on this.
Now here's what's going to happen. This thing's either going to keep getting stronger,
142.
and it's going to come up there right towards you in Hutchinson, Kansas, and it's going to be a terrible.
Yeah,
night,
Tories aren't typically
for
issued
the-
unless
for
it's
the
high
town,
population.
or
so,
it's going to dissipate
if
on
this
its
gets
its
close
approach.
to Langdon,
Regardless,
Arlington,
everybody
Abbeville, Patriots,
in the town
and it
needs to
still looks
be,
like this, we are going to see
paying
another tornado
attention,
emergency.
All right, you need to be taking shelter. You need to be thinking about what you're going to do when that warning comes through, because there is no tornado warning right now for Hutchinson.
Right now, it's in
but
still a
y'all watch
slightly
out,
rural
because
area.
there very well could be one here soon. And I'm telling you, if this thing keeps going, it would be a very bad thing if this went through Hutchinson.
I mean, just look at the progression.
What's
of
up,
Hang on,
this
Mister.
already.
look
If we
who
just
it
go
is.
to
Yeah, it's still
here,
ongoing. This is a massive
Yeah.
wedge
Well, I
tornado
mean,
right
it
now.
wasn't
Literally
lifting
how
before.
large
It
the
did.
CC
It's
thing is.
slowed
Oh
down
my
a bit.
God.
Between
It's
the
just
debris.
there's
It,
not a
This
lot
is the
for it to
track
hit
of
right now
all the
other than
debris
the
so
earth, if that
far
makes
out of
sense.
this huge tornado. There's barely even a
But
gap
once it
between
keeps
the radar
going up
scans.
to the
You
north
can't
and
even
east a little bit
tell
longer,
that
it's going to get
this
closer
is
to some stuff.
multiple radar scans. It just looks like
Abbeville
one
is
big
unfortunately
blob.
one of the places in the path. So hopefully everybody over there is
So
taking
it
shelter
looped
right
back
now.
up.
That
Yeah.
could be a satellite, you know. That part of debris could actually be a satellite tornado. I do not know for sure by any means. But it's
The crazy
definitely
thing is
possible.
too is the fact that we've
I
got
would
such a
not rule it out
deep
at
debris
all.
signature, and there's really not much out
So
there
it
for it
broke
to hit.
up and redropped.
So that tells you that it's sucking up.
Well, it
everything.
never really
It's
broke up,
absolutely
but
Everything.
violent.
that portion of the storm was
Just
weakened, and then it kind of
absolutely
shuffled
a
forward
Violent tornado.
and regrouped itself.
You can see they keep shrinking
This is
that PDS tornado
crazy.
warning. They're trying to narrow it down as much as possible.
And Brad's still pacing it.
This is currently
Like I said,
a
if this
very
does,
He's pretty
violent
confident
when
in the
this
direction
does
it's
get
going.
closer to
EF4
higher
or
population areas,
higher
if it
tornado
still looks like
ongoing
this,
right
we are
now.
gonna
Stop
get
there
a
at,
tornado
in
emergency.
the areas south
Arlington.
of Stafford and Sylvia in Kansas. Nobody should be anywhere near this thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So radar
absolutely.
estimates put this at 180 mile per hour rating.
Yeah, because that
Based
can
off
be
of
an
radar,
EF3, EF4 easy.
Debris height, the VROT,
Um,
and the location it's occurred. Just a simple radar estimate is 180 miles per hour, which would make it a
Radar,
violent
yeah.
tornado.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
have the ability to make it all the way to
so,
Hutchinson.
you're
but,
talking-
we saw this
But
same
obviously
that's
signature
just
of
based off
tornado
radar,
earlier,
not
and at
actually
its
a rating.
peak, it didn't produce
and
for a
once
very long
once they
time.
want to warn,
All right,
and they
new scan
will
here in
warn, unless it
just
just
a few
suddenly just
seconds.
fucking
Hopefully this
stops, and
will be the case
it
this time. But what's
probably
few
happened here
seconds.
is
they'll have to
something
warn
really
Hutchinson, and
interesting.
that will be
So
a Tory.
I
let's
can
go to
actually
radar
read all the
4 real
velocity,
quick.
so I think it's
so
gotten.
what
I
we
mean,
had
weaker
that
here.
for a moment
EF3
there was
coming
what
through
we
St.
call a
Louis
bounded
was a
weak
Tory.
echo
Still
region.
160
All right,
mile an
that
hour
donut
And that
velocities, they're
honestly, like
very common.
it was
Still
only an
one
EF3,
of
but
the
got as
miles
wide
per hour.
Our
as
most recent scan
mile.
here
A mile
shows
wide.
a little bit less of a complete
Um,
closed off
this
area.
could easily
and we
be
actually have
wider
an
and more
opening here,
destructive.
which might
Very
allow
easily.
for some more
That
of that,
if it
more
continues on the path
unstable
it's
air
on.
to make it in.
So yeah,
which
absolutely.
would actually lead to the
Absolutely,
ability
and
for this to
Tories are
continue
often
to stay
based off
steady state
population of the area.
and produce a tornado.
So I'd say that's
tornadoes
likely at this
often
point.
like this, they want to occlude. They want to occlude into the parent supercell and go away. That's their goal.
So again,
but
this
as
violent
long
tornado
as warm air
is
can
going
like
to
come
start
in between
getting
the
very
tornado
close to
and the
Abbeville here.
supercell, that
It
can't
should
happen.
stay
all right?
north
The
of
tornado's going to try
Langdon.
its best to
Should
like
stay
ram
to the
itself
north
up
of
into the
Langdon.
supercell and stop happening. But as long as the supercell
It is
itself is
currently
strong enough to
located
suck in
over
warm
West
air
Irish
and
Creek
keep
Road
distance between
and
the forward flank
Sylvia
and the
Road.
tornado
I'm
itself,
listening to what Ryan
this will
says.
continue to be a
in
tornado
South
that
Central
produces
Kansas.
as it goes
Yeah,
off
the
to the
tornado
northeast.
is approximately
that-
100.
Unfortunately, we just
not
saw
more than
another
I
It's
know about
sign
that
approximately
shit.
of that
11.
gap
there you
increasing.
go.
Okay,
Approximately
So
11
the
miles
warm air,
northeast
the warm,
of
moist
Preston.
air coming into the storm is winning
or
right now.
So he's saying the
It
gap's
has
increasing,
5
showing
miles
signs of more
southwest
warm air
which
of
means that the tornado's going to
Sylvia
continue to get
in
stronger,
South
Preventing it from
Kansas.
larger as it goes off to the north and east.
Am I hearing that wrong? Yeah, because I see that the hook's just
Still a
continuing.
huge debris signature. Still lifting debris over 22,000 feet up. New velocity scans still very, very
Extremely deep
intense.
tornado debris signature now.
Ongoing. That's about
Ryan's saying the same thing.
83 and 99. So you're still looking at about
Yo,
170
I'm
mile per
pretty
hour
sure.
rotation.
Wait, what? Will Hutchinson? Yes.
Yeah, there's just
Oh,
it's untelling what's
Abbeville's.
going on.
No, they.
in-
I don't
inside of
think
that
they'd
thing,
even
man.
throw a
Special
It's
MTD,
tornado
there
in
it
a
is.
It's been
town
completely
that's
destroyed.
14 square blocks.
190.
Brad
Potential for
Arnold
a
once again is our
strong
closest
tornadoes
storm
is
chaser
expected
to
to
it. He's
continue
trying
over
to
the
get as
next
close as
hour or two.
possible.
They should be able to pick up any roads on that.
There's your
You're on
special
Omega, right?
MTD.
Yeah, you should be able to pick up anything on that. It's Hutchinson's the next big town.
Wow.
Abbeville, that's. It's looking like a one steeple town.
A tornado threat will
Newman.
continue across portions of south central
Hey, Ron, I need
Kansas
your
over the
help
next
when you
couple
have a
hours.
second.
A strong tornado will be
Quickly.
likely, and an EF3 plus
Yeah, what's
tornado
up?
could occur. An intense
Well, yeah,
tornadic
it should
supercell is
have
ongoing
them
about
as a scale
50
discussion.
status.
They
I
have
need
those
you to
before
find
they
me a
even
gas
become a
station
tornado.
near
Miles
Arlington,
to the west
Kansas.
northwest
There's
of
anything around here, I'm
Wichita,
talking 15,
Kansas.
14
This
miles.
storm is located just to the east
So I'm
of
looking
an
forward to
axis
being able
of
to
moderate
get into the
instability
end
where
of
the
the
RAP
yes chat.
What's he on? 61?
analyzing mixed layer cape of 3,000 to 4,000
They'll at least
joules
observe
per
that shit.
kilogram.
Brad is near.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
past
Also, the
Huron.
potential for 2-inch hail.
He's near Langdon.
EF3 tornado will be possible. Wow.
There's not a gas station in Langdon, is there? Nope.
We very much knew that, though.
He's probably going to have to just go all the way up there
Yeah,
into
yeah, it is.
Arlington.
But like I said, whenever I said that, at that,
Doesn't look
at
like
that
there's anything
speed,
in between
you're
you
saying,
and
okay, so if
Arlington,
they're
but there
seeing
is
wind
a gas
speeds
station
of
in Arlington. I think it's
180
called Canex or something.
up, with sweep 1, which is not the tornado itself. It's
Cinex.
part of the supercell itself. Which, I mean, it's kind of redundant because it all is.
Gracias, senor. Hope you enjoyed that cup.
Let's see.
But I
here.
said that's the
Yeah, so
going
still
into
a,
Hutchinson, that's
likely violent
EF3,
tornado on the
EF4.
ground.
Yeah. I think whenever you have a speed
Oh,
that's
crap, is it
possible of
closed?
causing EF4 damage, it's
closed.
not
I
a
can't
bad
even
time to say, yeah,
see
possible
what the,
EF3.
velocities
You
are
know,
even on my
capable.
other radar soft. Even on my radar
Well,
software.
there's nothing. Let's see here. Partridge.
And how fast is the
This
storm
one
moving
is
itself?
close too.
You know,
Bro.
Velocity is dead again.
about average.
Do you mean dead as in like, yeah,
About 50 miles per hour.
not able to be read?
Oh, he can still pump? Okay, he can still pump? Okay. All right.
Is that what you mean?
25. That
If
is
he
a
says
slow moving
that,
storm.
He can't.
It'll
I'll
be
just
a
tell
little
him that
bit.
there's a, I mean, the only thing
And the
you
next
can do really
polygon
is just
may
keep
not
going
even
down this
eat-
road.
Let's go back over.
You can pay at the
here
pump. All right,
again.
sweet.
Yeah.
Still a PDS
The
tornado
next
warning in
cycle may not
effect
like
here.
the next polygon may not even hit Hutchinson. If it doesn't hit Hutchinson, I don't expect a Tory.
Still a huge debris signature. Just absolutely huge.
If you're just now tuning in, we've got ourselves a massive
Still no
tornado
sign
on
of
the
an
ground right
occlusion. The
now,
only time it
in
tried to
Reno
occlude was when
County,
it-
Kansas.
Do you realize this survived a direct hit from a storm? Do you know how rare that is?
So hopefully,
This tornado
we've got
survived
everybody
a
taking shelter.
direct hit from another
Base pump is
storm.
still open.
It literally
Hoping that
hit
space
CC
continues to
the
close.
hook.
If not,
It formed inside the
sure
hook
would be
echo.
unfortunate to be hit by
Inside the clear
Arlington
slot.
in a
The
car
tornado
and not have
wrapped
gas.
around, rewrapped,
Yeah.
and now is clearing that clear slot back out. Do you realize how insane
Yeah,
that
this-
is
by the way,
for a
this is
tornado?
still a massive
That's pushing
wedge
the
tornado
limits
on the
of
ground
even
right now.
possibility. That's how
There's
crazy
there's
it
a couple
is.
of storm chasers out there who can see it. It is a massive wedge, and it's still on the ground, and it's
I mean, it's
right now.
nearly meteorologically impossible. That's how absurd it is. A tornado surviving a direct hit from another rain shower is nearly unheard of. Especially maintaining violent status during that cell merge. I mean, just crazy.
Ron, I really hope that I don't get gas at this gas station.
So
and have to
these
get
velocities,
video of
these are reading about 100
all of us
like
here.
97
Brad
velocities
saying?
right there. Very,
Hopefully
very
everybody
close
in the
to
town
200.
of
Very
Sylvia
close.
is sheltered. Sarah's driving through Sylvia right now, which is like literally
5 minutes
this
ago,
is
Jason
the,
reported
the forward flank of the
massive,
supercell.
violent wedge
just
tornado
potentially
ongoing
very,
in
very
Sylvia,
large hail.
Kansas. And there's
come
Sylvia.
down
He
in
ain't saying
there.
nothing anymore.
and
I thought I heard
she's
Brad
gonna
say
try to
that
pop
chaser
out,
was
I reckon,
looking
in front of this
from
thing so we can see it.
possibly
Brad
their
is
house.
in the warm air inflow area.
Assuming by the name,
trying to get
probably they're
gas.
chasing one of the roads out here and saw the tornado near
in
Sylvia.
Arlington before following this thing up towards Abbeville.
By their name, I don't think they live out here. Wow. All right, new velocity scan here in 2 seconds, 1 second, 0 seconds.
So if you're just now tuning in, the town of Hutchinson really needs to watch out,
Oh,
man.
and velocity's
I'm
gone.
hoping that we're doing a good job of getting people into their safe spots out
Velocity's
there because
just straight up gone.
it's getting real now.
It's just
It's still
gone.
not
It's not
weakening.
even able to read it anymore. There's just about a 9 to 12 pixel gap, just gone. Not even able to be read anymore.
Please work.
that is just mind blowing right there.
So if you're just now tuning in, the town of Hutchinson
Otherwise,
really needs to
still
watch
is
out,
reading
man.
it.
Credit cards
I'm
only. We got
hoping that
that.
we're doing a good job of getting people into their safe spots out
I
there
haven't
because
changed
Right
that
back.
it's getting real now.
conversion there, but that's
Still not
50.
weakening. What you're listening
50
to here
meters a
is
second. I
Yes,
think
I'm hearing
that was
that.
50
Brad's
meters a
stream's going
second
nuts.
on 44 meters
from
a
Brad
second.
Arnold, who did make
Whatever
it
the
to
heck
the gas
that is.
station, and it's going to work.
Yeah.
And we're also hearing the sirens going off.
So 50 plus 44, so that's a 94 meters a second to NPH. 212.
Are you still live on Ryan's stream?
Apparently that's 212.
No. Bring up
There's
Ryan's
weird
stream.
sound
Make
loop
sure it's
happening
live.
here
Make sure it's
because
not
of the audio
delayed.
delay. But
There's your big
Brad
debris
Hold up
ball
here, go
again.
down to where you can see what
It
the
looks
gas
like it's
station
trying
is.
to
Okay,
occlude
the-
again.
It's a little bit
sirens that you
behind
just
mine.
heard.
That's all.
I mean, that's what you're hearing in Abbeville, right?
We will see.
So unfortunately, we have to get really serious here about the towns of Plevna and
A
Abbeville.
new tornado
Okay, there we
emergency.
go.
has
Finally
been- A new
issued.
tornado
We've got ourselves a
emergency
tornado
has been
emergency.
issued.
Guys, this is a big
Well, also
deal.
I was looking at Brad's stream directly,
More than
and then looking at
any
yours.
other
it
time
was
today, I'm very
Brad
confident that this is
Ryan
about to enter
Oh my
a scenario
goodness.
where it's about to hit
Oh
a town.
wow.
So we're talking about
124
a situation
and
where
85
lots
right
of
there.
lives are in extreme danger
Yeah,
right now.
that's what I was.
I don't
thinking
want to put
too.
this lightly. I don't want to try to tiptoe around it or anything like that.
That's what I was
This
thinking too.
could this could wipe the town of Plevna off the map. So
Another
the
tornado
people that live
emergency.
here need to be underground, preferably,
Second
or at
one.
least
Tornado
they
warning
need
for
to be
northwestern
putting
Reno
as
County
many
in
walls
south
between them
central
and the outside
Kansas.
world as possible.
Reno County
It's
in
very
Kansas.
unfortunate. I'm looking at the
Another
map
tornado
here,
emergency.
And once again, hopefully the town gets missed. There's a
Has
chance
been
that it goes a
issued.
little bit to the south, a little bit to the
second one
east,
out of the
whatever.
storm.
But if this hits Plevna, I mean,
Wow.
there's a lot of mobile homes here. There's a lot of metal buildings. Like this is a trailer home here.
So Plevna, Abbeville,
I mean, this would be
this is a
a
violent
catastrophe
tornado
if it hits Plevna.
capable
If
of
you live
catastrophic
here,
damage.
you need to be taking shelter right now.
Catastrophic damage
If
is
you live in
expected
one of these trailer
with
homes
this
and
supercell.
Aunt Sally
There's
lives in
a
a
supercell
more
that is
sturdy built,
producing
site built
a
home or
tornado.
something, maybe it's time
radar
to
has
ask
observed
if
winds
you
potentially
know
as
if you
high
can
as
come and shelter
220
there.
miles
All right.
per hour
This is
with the
an
velocity
extremely
conflict. So this
life-threatening
tornado is
situation.
well
This is a
within
tornado
range of producing
of
catastrophic damage of wind
incredible
speeds over
magnitude.
170
We're talking
miles
about
per hour.
a
So
wedge
Abbeville,
tornado that once
Plevna,
again has the ability to wipe out
Keep in mind,
complete
we have
cities.
scales based
in
off
South
damage.
Central
And
Kansas.
Plevna is one of them there.
You are
It's
in a
awfully
tornado
close right now.
emergency
These
right
things
now.
wobble. Okay, so you know it doesn't. It's not necessarily guaranteed to hit
Okay.
Plevna,
So
but it
they
definitely
The
fire
more
could
emergency up
northeast
ahead.
as it gets
angle
closer
motion
to the
this
town.
has kinda makes me think
Sarah
this
is
may
currently in Plevna
start
right now,
occluding shortly.
which is the feed that you
'Cause
see,
you can see how that
above my
hook
head.
was angled.
So this is once again,
this
if you're just
way.
now tuning in, we have
And now it's
a
moved more north.
giant
If, I
tornado.
think we can
We have a
notice that
tornado
on
emergency
CC.
right now. We have a catastrophic tornado on the way to the general Plevna and
Not
Abbeville
really.
area in
It really
Kansas.
just looks
This is not a
like a
joke.
normal
This
track.
is not
Doesn't
time
really
to play
look like
around.
it's shifted much
This
on
is
here, so that wouldn't
likely
be
the
much of
most
a
dangerous
collision
situation
process
you've
at all.
ever found yourself in your entire life if you live out here in Plevna and Abbeville in Kansas. And all we can do at this point is just really hope that this thing
New information. This tornado warning has been upgraded.
falls apart before it gets to
Abbeville is a
Hutchinson.
very
because
small
A new
Hutchinson,
tornado
obviously,
warning has been issued.
Kansas. Again, this is in Kansas. But
I mean,
Plevna,
Hutchinson's huge. There's just way too much stuff for it to hit over
Plevna,
there.
this is gonna go
And if a
right
tornado of this
into Plevna.
magnitude hits Hutchinson, this is something that will be talked about for
Oh my
generations.
goodness, no.
So once again, we're not under a warning or anything yet,
Plevna,
but I'm telling y'all,
Kansas.
this is something that we need to talk about. It's something that needs to be considered as the storm gets closer.
This is gonna go right into Plevna. So Community Bible Church, out there in Plevna, Kansas. I mean, it's gonna go
Unbelievable.
right through this area. It is on direct path. It is direct path. There's about between 80 to 90 people who live here. It is likely a mile to a mile and a half wide.
What do you
This
mean, how do you
town is
duplicate it?
not much larger than that. This town is not much larger than that.
Yeah,
What are you trying to
Sarah's
do?
in
That's what I don't understand.
From north
Are you
to
trying to make
south,
because
say
it's
this
something
just to the
town
north of
is-
Plevna right now. Sarah's honestly in a
The
pretty
town's not even a
dangerous
mile
spot.
wide. The
Let me
tornado
clear
is
these
just
larger
spots here.
than the town.
and get these.
The tornado is
yeah,
literally
the
larger than
locations
the
working
town.
again. Hold on. Oh,
Okay,
If
go
this
to it.
keeps on
God.
course, this has
Look
an
at that debris
opportunity to
Where it's selected
Oh
on the
my
sources,
God.
devastate
whichever one it is.
Plevna, Kansas.
They all have the same name, so I can't tell what. All right, right click.
That's huge.
Oh
This
my
tornado,
goodness.
this tornado
Oh
is
my
likely much
goodness.
larger than the town
Control V.
of Plevna.
Oh, this is just hard to watch. Oh my goodness.
Or right click and paste.
Absolutely crazy. I want to make it completely clear here that
Now
if
find the one you just
Oh,
pasted.
no.
And click and drag it.
Our only hope at this point is that this thing cycles as it goes
This is
over
gonna go
Hutchinson.
right into Plevna.
I mean, this does not look
Not
like,
like
a
that, but
tornado
right
that
click
wants
and drag
to
it actually on
calm
the
down
screen up north,
or anything like that.
where you want it to move to. No, not like that. You've already got
This
to where it
is
says tornado emergency and
unbelievable
scrolling. Click
what
and drag
we're
it up. Where it's scrolling on the
experiencing
screen.
here. Once again, if you're just
This
now
is a
tuning in, this big
huge
ball
tornado.
right here that you see, this is a giant tornado, larger
That
than the
newest
entire
scan
town of
is
Plevna,
like 100
and it's
is
coming
like
towards the town right
280.
now. Once again, there's
Oh, there it
nothing. There's nothing that's going to stop it. I mean, this is it. This is happening. It looks like Plevna is going to take a direct hit from
98.4 and
a
120.
catastrophic tornado
98.
of unprecedented proportions here.
120.
Yeah, name that shit
That
appropriately.
is
so you can tell
literally
what's what.
218.4 mile an hour rotation. I am.
A very deep
Is
debris
there a way I
signature.
can show this here? I
This
just
thing is
want
a
to
monster.
prove that is
Once
what
again, we
are seeing.
took a look earlier at some of the
Gate,
places out here.
98-120.
There's not very many
I
very
don't
many
know if I've
well-built
ever seen
homes
a
in the town
a
of Plevna. I
tornado
see
like
lots
that
of
before.
trailers. But in
Not
order
in a
to survive
very,
something
very
like this,
long
we're going to
time.
have to be in a site-built
Plevna
building.
is
There's the
likely
Plevna
about to be
Community
completely
Church down
destroyed.
here, which looks like a
DC
decent
is
building.
not even there.
You know, but once again,
That
we've
is how
got
much
we've got
debris
a
is being
couple
lofted. It
seconds
is not even
potentially
being
before this
detected.
makes an impact.
there's so
This
much
is
debris,
a
it's blocking.
absolutely catastrophic
Yeah.
situation where a tornado
blocking
is
it so that
larger
the
than
Absolutely
the town
terrible situation
going through
that we're
Plevna.
here in here. Once again, Sarah is in
This is
the path right now. Sarah's this red
a
dot right here. The
super
tornado's going
violent
this way.
tornado.
Once again, also hopefully everybody in Abbeville
it's
is
Hey,
gonna
Ryan,
be
sheltered.
on
I'm almost to the
direct
intersection up
course
here.
for
We're about to turn
Plevna,
west into this thing.
Kansas.
If this
It's
thing
going
wobbles a little bit
direct
to the
towards
east,
the
this
town.
could
It's
also
about
still
5
hit
minutes.
Abbeville.
We will figure out if I don't know a way how this doesn't go directly towards
Holy
Plevna.
smokes,
Plevna,
y'all, this
you are
is
inevitably
once again a
going to be
giant
hit by this
wedge tornado
We can just
coming
hope
in
and
to
pray that
Plevna
it
right now. This
weakens
is
and starts
one
to
of the
occlude
biggest
at
tornadoes
this
I
very
think that
second.
we've ever seen ever on stream here. I don't think we've ever even covered anything close to this, just in terms of the size of it.
Apparently, this is
Oh
the
my
first
gosh, I
tornado
just retweeted a
emergency in the
video.
National Weather Service in Wichita, Kansas jurisdiction
I can't
in
show it,
about 5,000 days.
Due to
I don't know how accurate that is, but apparently it is
what's
the
it
first
called?
Tori
Copyright.
in
But if
5,000
you want to see it,
days
it's over
for this
on
National
Twitter.
Weather
I just
Service
retweeted it. Aaron
office.
Jack just posted a picture of it, and it is huge. It's a mile,
Oh my
2 miles
goodness.
wide, maybe, as it comes up towards
Let's go
Plevna.
to weather-wise here. That is, I mean, look at that. I'm in full disbelief. Right over a town, too.
Oh my gosh, look at that
Oh
debris
my
signature, man.
goodness. Braking velocities here again. Braking velocities. Still a violent tornado about to go right over the town.
Hey,
of
Ryan, we're
Plevna.
looking west now, so
in
keep your eyes
Kansas.
peeled on the stream. I don't know where it shows itself, but it's a
It
huge
is
wedge.
not more than about
All right,
3
we should
to
be able to see
4
it
minutes
from
away
Brad
going
Arnold's point of view
into
here very soon.
Plevna, a town of about 80 to 90
We should be
people.
able to see it from Nick's point of view too. Keep Nick up, Sarah,
Oh
and
my word, there's a chaser on
Brad
this.
are
It
all
is
three
giant.
in
It is
a place
freaking
where
giant,
we
like
should be
2
able to see
miles
it.
wide. Giant.
That's going into Plevna now.
Oh my goodness, it is humongous. Can I see?
Yeah, Sarah's in a pretty bad spot. Where Sarah is, to be honest with you. Hopefully Sarah is getting the heck out of there if at all possible.
So this is going
All right, well,
right
let's.
through the
Here's
town
the
of
different
Plevna,
angles that we got. Brad's going in.
Kansas.
Sarah is literally just to
a
the east
massive
of Plevna.
tornado.
I believe
Potentially
we're looking
2
back to the
miles
west, so we
wide.
should be able to see it here. And then
okay,
Mikey
yeah, that's
is
still- yeah,
actually
About to go right through the town.
a little bit
Look
to
at
the
all that
south and
debris.
east
Yeah, I
of
know. I'm
Plevna.
watching it right now.
Looking
It's
back
going
towards the
for
tornado
Hutchinson.
here. It's
Lofting debris.
I don't know
possibly
how exactly it will
32,000
reveal
feet.
itself, but in one of these flashes here, we should see something.
Oh, it's El Reno.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Oh,
get out!
Wait,
Tornado
did you
emergency
say,
for about
wait,
500
did you say
feet.
the width of the tornado or?
which? You said what's the tornado?
This is gonna
Which
get
two?
very
What?
close to Abbeville, but I mean it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
know, but-
directly over.
Because the El Reno tornado was like 2.6.
If you're just now tuning in,
Yeah,
we've got a
everyone
tornado
knows that
emergency in
too.
effect for Reno County, Kansas. We've got a
It is
tornado,
actively over
very
Plevna,
large
potentially
tornado
up
coming into
to
the town of
2 mile wide
Plevna,
tornado
Kansas.
right over
This is
Plevna
getting
right
ready
now.
to cross over the road
This
there,
is the only tornado warning in
Highway
effect, and
50.
it is a tornado
Okay,
emergency for
Highway
a
50. Once it
catastrophic
crosses Highway
tornado.
50, it's going to keep on going up towards eventually Highway 14 near Hutchinson. And we're just hoping that this thing occludes and cycles over Hutchinson, because we saw what happened when it cycled earlier.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it stayed a storm that wasn't producing a tornado
Chasers
for
are
a
getting
while.
to Plebna as fast as possible.
And that it's possible that this thing could have clued up into the storm and cycle
But, I mean,
over
it's gonna
Hutchinson,
be
and
right over
then
Plebna
maybe it won't
here.
produce another tornado until it gets past Hutchinson. That's what we're hoping for right now.
The debris signature is just huge. Just absolutely huge tornado over Plevna, Kansas right now.
Ryan, please tell me you just saw that.
Velocity is significantly weaker, but I don't know how accurate that actually is. But it is
I think
significantly
we just saw
weaker,
it through
looks like.
Brad's stream. I also think I just saw it through Sarah's stream.
I mean, with how large this is, dude, it's
And once again, major tornado right here in front of Brad. Oh, yep, there it was.
I can't even tell
So
you.
once again,
It's
what we're looking at
it's
here is
likely at winds of 200
a
miles
very
per
big
hour,
tornado
right
going
over Plevna.
through the town of Plevna, unfortunately.
I don't even think chasers are going to be able to get remotely close to Plevna.
Like slab to the foundation.
What's up?
But basically, it's
That last velocity signature, it hasn't moved.
Which means
Look at that, it didn't move.
Wow.
I
Hey,
would have.
There's
Alright.
a small chance
So
it's
let's
including right
let's
now.
move
It's
on.
actually hitting
We've
somewhere.
got,
It's
a
It's
tornado
actually
in
hitting
Reno
somewhere.
County,
It's
Kansas.
actually
We're
hitting
seeing
somewhere.
this
It's
thing.
fine.
And the thing is, like, normally storm chasers, like, it's very important that
know,
we see it through the storm
Exactly,
chaser's
you're
point of view, because like
I
it helps
wouldn't
us
be
see where it is on radar. But a tornado of this
I want
magnitude,
in the morning, can someone
it's
get
so easy to
footage?
see on radar. But man,
If someone can find it, or
that
like
thing's huge.
pictures of Polivina.
This
Like
radar.
here,
You guys seeing that?
I'll write it down
It's
later.
right
the name
over
of this
Plevna.
town, and
Like I said,
wanna
with a
look up
tornado
what
a
happened
mile
to
to
it,
2
'cause
miles wide.
It was not nice, most likely.
Once again, if you're just now tuning in, a tornado
That's what I
emergency for
believe.
Plevna.
If
So
this tornado
here's what's
does
happening
get
with
ready
the tornado situation now. I think we are about to have a successful occlusion. So we just talked about the occlusion process. I think we are successfully going to have
yeah.
the
Next
main
velocity
tornado
scan, it's
clued up
still
into the
at,
supercell
like,
here.
a
But
tornado.
unfortunately, it's happening again here, where I can see that
it's
we
heading-
already
never
have
went into
another
Plevna.
inflow area setting up. So another tornado will spawn from this new
It stayed
area
on
of
the
rotation,
west
even
side
after
there.
our big one here goes away.
Yes, that's what I think is happening. I
Look
think
how
it's
huge
running
this thing
into
has
that,
gotten over Plevna.
because I think what's
That's the
happening is it's
probability
going
of
too far
debris.
into the main supercell.
You can see where it started
And this is
and
going to
how
be most likely
giant
repeat
it has
over
gotten
here.
over
That's
Plevna.
that's a big version of stuff. I think it's heading in here, but I think
It
that's
is
what this must
like
happen.
double
And this is getting
in
awfully
size.
daggone close to Hutchinson.
In
So
size.
at some point
Double
here,
in
we are
size,
also
though.
probably going to get a tornado
Kansas.
warning for the town of
Yeah.
Hutchinson, Kansas. Right now, you're not
I am
under one,
literally trying
but y'all
to
should
sleep.
really be thinking about what
I
you're
am
going to do whenever that
struggling
warning does come
to
through.
fucking fall.
But
So still a tornado
oh, it
ongoing
is. Yeah,
right
okay,
in
wait,
Plevna.
what is this? Hold on. I need
Yeah,
to
news
look.
cycle is about to
This
happen. So
what's that?
what we've got to
It
hope
definitely hit
is going to happen here.
for
is
sure.
We've really got to hope that
Why the fuck do I have it? Fucking god. Fucking
we
Discord.
really got to hope
Stop
that,
setting it to my
our
VR
storm
headset
is
it was
going
for
to
my
take
likely
a
audio.
about 2
while to
miles
cycle.
wide. I wouldn't be
So our
shocked
original
if it
tornado,
was
it's
large.
still big, it's still doing damage.
I
It
would
just
not
went
be
through
shocked if this was
Plevna,
larger
or
than
maybe
2 miles
let's hope
wide.
to goodness it went just to the west of Plevna, but there's a pretty good chance they took a direct hit. You know, that's going to go and occlude up into the parent supercell,
How
and then a
large was
new
that
tornado is going to form
scanner
here,
reflectivity?
and you know, hopefully that process will take long enough
Yeah.
to where
I wouldn't be
that
shocked if
it'll
it was
the
larger than
supercell
2
will go
miles
by
wide.
Hutchinson before that happens.
Or at least roughly.
So the occlusion is
CC
happening now,
significantly lighter now.
Dude.
and we can see that firsthand from
town
Brad
is
Arnold's point of view.
Significantly lighter.
Dude,
And velocity
that
just
town
let up
just
a
got
bunch,
completely
down to
slapped.
like 120.
Oh, yeah,
That town
town
just
is
got
nothing but
completely
So this thing's
slapped.
occluding.
I'm
That town is
telling
nothing
you.
but that. Yeah, it's nothing but.
This
concrete.
thing is indeed occluding. But unfortunately, I believe it was too late.
Well, Ryan said that there are more than likely no well-engineered
Like I said, a tornado
houses
like
in
this,
that
I mean,
town.
it's gonna take forever for it
Oh,
to
Yeah, this
occlude.
is a
It's like
screenshot
full
from
10-minute
Brad's stream just a
process.
few moments ago when we were saying that we saw it.
Hutchinson.
This is
Sometimes
your
they can
massive
just
wedge
goof
tornado
disappear,
right
but
here.
That's
when they're
true.
like 2 miles
That's
wide
what we
like
saw on
this,
Brad's stream.
I actually wonder what
And
this is gonna
it's
be.
so
Dude,
large you can even
There's a
see
lot of
the
rotation.
I
you can
literally
see the
have
inflow
to be
notch. So
asleep by now.
you see the tornado
I
here.
have-
Brad,
I have to take. What?
That's underneath the apparent supercell, right?
I'm
and then
not.
this
That's
is
the
that
thing. I
inflow notch.
fucking
This is that
school
warm
at like
air
I have
that's
to
coming
get up
in
at like 5
that's
in the
separating
morning
the
for
tornado
school.
from the parent
So this will
supercell. Remember how I was
likely,
saying this thing
lift,
always
and
wants
we
to,
will likely see
go
a
into
new
the
tornado
supercell?
like
As
this.
long as
let me
that
Oh.
gap's here,
Tried to
that
develop
keeps the
it.
occlusion from
Yeah.
happening. But the
Wow.
gap is
That's
closing,
gonna be the
and there
one
is
that
an
may
occlusion
go
happening
Oh,
right now.
wow.
This is Greenville, or this is
But yeah, that's
Greensburg all
huge.
over
That's
again.
in
massive.
that general area.
This was on Brad's stream just a moment ago.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, someone said trees are snapped in half.
What?
Like it
Oh
even,
my god.
And yeah, he's still a good
Yeah,
distance
no,
away
I
from it right
think
there. So
I just
Just
needed
said,
to
uh,
get back from
that's a
showing severe weather.
giant
I'm
wedge
seriously about
tornado.
to
Like,
fucking
I'm not even-
cry.
House was
I'm-
shredded.
that's not an exaggeration
Yeah,
at
there's
all.
a lab.
On the,
They're
outskirts
motherfucking
of
brains
Plevna.
on, bro. Faces on a t-shirt, bro.
They just issued
Dude,
another
I'm
PD
serious.
warning on the storm.
Faces
Let
on
Bubba
a-
stay with us. Wait.
A new PDS
What?
tornado warning has been issued.
Well, let Bubba
PDS
stay with
tornado
us.
warning has
All right,
been
new
issued.
PDS tornado warning. So they went ahead and issued a new
Oh my
warning. It does
God.
not include the town of
PDS tornado
Hutchinson.
warning
Okay,
continues on
this
the
it
northern
does
side of
include
the
Nickerson
New information.
and
This
Sterling. This is
tornado
for
warning
Reno and
has been
Rice
upgraded.
counties in Kansas. So
there
here's
is
what they're
a
doing.
tornado emergency in
All right, the
place
National
most
Weather
likely
Service
until
fact
is
that
warning
we're
the
dealing with
current
such a
tornado.
big
All right, this is the
warning.
current tornado, the one that just
Tornado
went through
warning
Plevna,
for
the big mile
North
Okay, I'll
wide
be right
bridge
back.
that
I'm
we've
gonna
been
get water.
tracking here. This is the current tornado.
Southeast
Oh
and
It
Rice
is
County,
going to
Kansas,
occlude into the parent
Central,
supercell
Reno,
and take a
and
more
Rice
northerly
County,
track like
Kansas.
this. However,
Oh my
there is a
God.
new tornado that will come out of this storm, likely somewhere around here.
And if it
All right.
does, there
And
is a
that
chance
one
it could
is
be
the
issued as
one
another
that,
tornado emergency. If it makes
We
it
might
to
have to be more worried about it
There's
in
that new
Hutchinson. So
PDS
another
warning.
tornado warning might be
Still
warranted
ground brief, like, could
at
be
some
pretty
point
well
in the near
with it.
future that will include Hutchinson. I
Okay,
don't want
let me tell you
Hutchinson
something.
to let their guard down
Most
here
likely
NWS
quite a
out
bit
as the
in
smaller.
storm gets
Kansas
closer to
does
them.
not
Now,
play
there is a
around.
chance that this misses you to the north, and that's what we're going to hope for.
And there's already
But
rotation
there's definitely
heading
still a
for
chance that it could hit as well. So do not
To what?
get
There's
too
some type of
comfortable in
rotation.
Hutchinson.
Going
Kansas.
where?
It's pretty much like it's curving a little bit on Nickerson. It's right outside Nickerson.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I
Now the
thought
next
you said
question is
something
exactly
else.
where is it going to go next?
What?
It is taking a
What?
very sharp
What?
turn.
Listen, I was
That allowed
asleep
it
for
to, instead
5
of going into
minutes,
Abbeville,
okay?
it took a sharp turn right into Plevna.
So they just
and then the
downgrade.
At
fucking
least on the
first
west
tornado
northwest side of
emergency
Plevna.
scared the
New
fucking
information.
piss out of
This
me.
tornado warning
So we
has
no
been
longer
upgraded.
have
New
a
information.
tornado
This
emergency,
tornado warning
but we
has been
still have a
upgraded.
Still very
PDS
strong,
tornado
likely.
warning.
It is re-intensified.
I think that
It
if
should
this
be
thing cycles like
You
you
know
think it will,
something
Reno knows
uh,
it's
fucking
it is
hilarious?
potentially
I was falling asleep to
going to
Ryan's
get
stream,
another
right?
tornado emergency.
And then
if it,
out of
It looks
nowhere,
like
I
this is
heard
going
the
to
don't know
tornado
if it will,
emergency
obviously, but
alarm, and I
it's
was like,
turning even
what the
that's what we're
fuck?
going to be watching for here.
It seriously scared me awake. I was
I'm
out for
retweeting
5
some
minutes.
photos of this tornado. If you want to see just how large it is.
All right, no longer a tornado emergency.
I'm
in place.
trying
We've
to
actually
do a
downgraded
super
that to a
chat
PDS warning
to try
for
and
the
get
next
y'all
4
bot to
minutes.
roast me.
And then,
But
of course, they've
fuck ass
continued
YouTube
the,
won't let me do any more
Golly.
fucking
new
Yeah,
PDS
by the way, my
super
handle
chat
on
for
Twitter
just
is at
saying
Ryan Hall, y'all.
Error occurred. Please try again. And I keep doing that, and it just does not work.
Yeah,
It would
no.
be. It would be.
I'm retweeting as many images as I can of it.
That wouldn't make any sense.
I seriously think that there
Gracious.
should be a catastrophic tornado
This-
emergency.
I'm telling y'all,
Alright,
that's a
it has weakened
huge
down a little
wedge.
bit more again. It's still very far up there, though. Likely about
Hey, it flew,
150.
look.
Still staying right around 150.
No, that should be the new
Once this
highest
storm gets
end
past
tornado
the edge
warning.
of the instability axis, it will die off rapidly.
Yeah, 100% doing a handoff to the south side.
But I don't
Actually,
expect
there needs
that
to be
occur
one
for
more
at least
higher up
another
than that,
hour.
and I think it should be a
So
catastrophic,
for
dangerous
sure, I know this is
tornado
going to try to
emergency.
produce another
CST.
intense to violent tornado over the
Yeah,
next
it is
hour.
cycling. So what's happening now is once again the original tornado, the
Pretty
big wedge,
catastrophic's gonna be
it is going to
deadly.
dissipate. It's going to get it's going to do what it's been trying to do this whole time,
think about
and it's
that.
going to go up into the parent supercell,
possible
and that circulation will be gone. But a new circulation is forming right here, right in front of us. And that's the one that I'm most concerned about. That's the one that's going to try to go maybe closer to the town of Hutchinson. But the good news is it takes, sometimes it can take a while for a tornado to really
How about-
get going.
How about
and to form
particularly
quickly. So
dangerous
hopefully
tornado
it doesn't
emergency?
happen before it gets to Hutchinson, but it
As
it
it
could.
went
That's
into
not what he
Plevna.
just. Isn't that not what you just said, Jefferson?
Oh,
He totally did not just say
Oh
that.
my
Likely
gosh,
began to
y'all.
weaken and shrink as it went
what a
into
crazy
Plevna.
day this has been.
Mike, something happened with your camera.
We've been on the air for about
Yeah.
10 hours now.
Imagine they make the advanced Fujita scale.
Let me tell you
I
something.
mean, just look at it. That is.
The NWS
We're hearing on
in
the
the
scanner that
plains,
Plevna
when
did
it
take a
comes to
direct
issuing
hit.
tornado warnings, they don't play.
So unfortunately,
Especially
we're going to hear
tornadoes
about some
emergency
terrible
track.
damage.
They do
Coming out of
not
Plevna here
play
soon.
It's
around with
entire
those.
track right there. Actually, I don't even think that goes back
So that's
far enough
like-
when it touched down. Okay, it does.
What
What
happened?
Touched down about 421 Z.
What?
So almost an hour tornado. Probably about a 50 minute
It's still
tornado.
going. I
Let me
know.
get some
I'm
mesoscale
watching
information about where the new tornado is trying to come together right now.
I think.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Here's the NROT.
Really?
Oh my word.
Yeah, it's
No, not really. Of
it's
course.
trying to come together over there, close to the Joseph and
worst
Sons
NROT
concrete
I'm
area.
trying to get a
To the
good
west
angle
of
right now,
Plevna,
but if I
but
okay, yeah,
like-
don't
like
do
I
that.
said,
Just have
it's
it
a-
sideways
So
because
we
that's
need to
the
be
only
watching
mile
out
by
on Adams
tornado.
Corner over there
It's gonna hit
towards
it.
the
on
Prairie
my view, I got
construction
You
and
can see that
SCP's
area
chases on it.
and,
The post is being brought there.
Salt
Oh, is it gonna hit, like,
Creek
Willowbrook?
Rescue
Right as
Sanctuary.
it was
All
approaching
these places
Plevna.
are in the path of where a new tornado is trying to form right now.
But it's gonna hit like the northern Hutchinson
So
area.
here's the old
that
tornado.
is
Here's the
just
new one.
Absurd.
Yeah, it
And
looks
it's
like it's
lining
gonna
right
hit
up
the
for
northern
Hutchinson. So all we can
Hutchinson.
do is hope
A
that
clear
we're
path
getting the word
there
out
as
there and
well.
people
I'm
know what's
on-
going on here.
Google
I don't know
Earth.
if I've ever seen a clear path on Spectrum
Why are you on
before of a
Google Earth?
tornado. That's
Here's a
that
live
is-
Y'all
look
wanna
at a
see
traffic
tornado
camera in
damage
Hutchinson
of
right now.
aftermath?
You can see the
if you wanna
non-stop
actually,
lightning.
do what we're doing. Hey, Logan, if you want to do what we're doing, go to your search bar.
No, I already know
Wait,
where to go
Spectrum?
though.
It's like, there's a free app
Wow.
weather-wise, right?
No, you told me. I mean, not you told me. I saw.
I mean that
Pretty good.
one of the homes literally just
But
fully
yeah, I
I got
feel like it's
back-
used
Wait,
like
Jefferson,
Yeah,
is
we're
it
starting to
the-
hear a lot of
a
reports.
tree or something. It looks like
Terrible
possibly
damage
a
in
well-built
Plevna.
What?
home.
Hey, Ryan, we're having a handoff to the
I
south.
mean,
I'm
it's
going to go
just
up here in the
fully
bear stage
mangled
of it.
and
We're going to go
Oh,
over the
shit.
having a view.
It's not swept clean. The slab's not swept clean, but it's a fully slabbed house. It is completely slabbed.
FYI, do not
Get to
advise.
Violently
Plevna.
slabbed.
Get to
That's what I said.
Plevna.
Like I
No
said, debris is
shit.
I
still
just talked to
there.
Ty. He's moved over to MA1. I want you to
I might go.
coordinate, do a
He probably
Grid
had to
search
get off because
on
it is
Plevna.
getting late for him.
check every house, get you an ops channel to do that. I'm gonna keep trying to track this thing, get back out and head northeast.
This is live
Wow.
communications
Yes,
at
Kate,
the
that's what I
Reno
was
and
looking
Rice
at.
County Public Safety radios.
Well, seems like
11.
this is
Channel.
likely about to, if not lifted.
Let me go ahead.
But guess what? There is already a new hook echo starting up.
Residents at 27007
So
West
that's gonna be
Longview.
very close
They
to,
believe their house probably
Willowbrook.
took a direct hit. Nobody's home. I can't get to it because the power
Right
line's
now,
on
Wichita's
Longview.
Very close to
jurisdiction.
Willowbrook.
Joplin, Missouri.
Could you re-advise the address again, please?
27007 West Longview.
Man,
EOC copies. we'll log it and see if we can get somebody to head from another way.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue to watch this storm.
So if you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado warning here for Reno and Rice counties in Kansas. We just had a major tornado hit the town of Plevna. So we're just listening in to the scanners here and see if we can hear, maybe what happened.
There's a need for PD on this call.
It started to really weaken right after Plevna. That's when it started to rapidly weaken.
We'll get PD en route.
They're on scene.
10-4.
God, that is gonna fucking stink.
Man.
94 dispatch.
I doubt it.
Oh my god, that does stink.
94 is on scene, Irish
It's
Creek,
burning
Sylvia
my
Road.
nose, that's
That power
how
line
bad
is
it
pretty
is.
low, but blocking half the road.
What the fuck did I eat? Well, I mean, I
10-4.
did drink
Alright, so I do believe
like
the
two.
tornado's now
I
lifted.
drank like 3 cans of Monster today, so.
What the fuck is wrong
if
with
it
you,
hasn't-
Bella?
My friend is a monster
normally have
A
fiend.
new
6 in a
tornado
day.
warning has been
Then it's
issued.
extremely weak.
It keeps me awake because I'm always so
Yeah, so
fucking tired.
we were hoping that it didn't hit
I
anything,
always
but
come
it does
in
sound like
late,
several
so
structures have taken damage here in Plevna.
Exactly where it may
I get so
I don't know if you guys
fucking
heard that, but there's
sleepy, I
apparently a
start-
house
to
that's
see if it
been
does
completely
recycle.
destroyed. So it's hard to get to some of these people because the there's power lines and stuff down. So that's what's going on out there in Plevna. We'll keep you
And I do
updated
believe it's gonna
as
attempt to
more
recycle
information
right
comes out.
here on this portion of the storm and try to move northeast. Still a PDS tornado warning in place. You can see that ZDR arcing already starting up. So this is about to drop another tornado very imminently. Very, very imminently.
761 dispatch.
All right, Ryan, check this out.
This one
Grumpy
will
Codger
have
just dropped
the
some real wisdom here,
chance to go tornado
saying
emergency
you've lived a good
very
life,
quickly.
you pay your bills, are good to people, and you're minding your business. Then weather wipes you clean. I appreciate
this
having
is
a
a
way to
very
fill the gap for
populated
folks
region.
like
This
that
is a
at Y'all
populated
Squad.
area of about
Wow, Grumpy Codger.
generally
That really hits home,
4,000
and a big
people.
shout
So
out to the Y'all
if
Squad
this
for
does
doing
rapidly
just that.
intensify like it has the last 4 times.
Yeah, it does look like
Then it's going to be in a very, very populated region.
it does look
That
like
occlusion- that
Plevna will
occlusion
be another
process
place
there was
that
extremely
unfortunately needs help,
I mean,
and the
it
Y'all Squad
occluded
will be
fast
showing up there
right
as well.
after it hit the town. I think it was a little bit weaker in the town, but I mean that was at least at minimum a violent tornado. At minimum a low end violent tornado. Velocities of like 180 there.
All right, y'all. Let me. I've got to clear the slots again. Give me just a second.
If you guys ever get any photos of damage or
cameras
know
back up
anything
with
or
the
see
correct
anything from scanners or
locations.
hear anything, just let me know on Twitter or in the YouTube chat. Want to tag me on Twitter at TRG Tornado or just say it in the chat. Just let me know if you hear anything about the town.
695.
Maybe this won't really intensify, but I don't know about that. I think it's going to really start to intensify here.
It's going to do the exact same thing.
41.
All right, if you're just now tuning in, we have a serious situation unfolding
You can
here.
already see the classic ZDR arcing taking shape here.
Where we just had a tornado go through Plevna. We're listening in onto some emergency communications down there just to see what's going on. So, because like it's important that we hear about that, right? We just made a huge deal about this. We told everybody that if you know or love anybody in Plevna,
because the tornado
they might
that
be in
shifted
extreme
much
danger here.
of the
And now a tornado has hit the
supercell
town.
northward.
And I'm not
So
just
they
going to sit
should
here and
stay
just ignore
outside
that
of
for the
the
rest of the day. You know, we're going to try to keep you
populated area.
informed on what has happened there. But we're also going to talk about what happened in the future. But if anybody's wondering, like, why are we still talking about, you know, what's happened, that's why. It's because half the people watching right now are just worried about loved ones and stuff that live down there. Was that Brad?
Right, it's about to do the exact same dadgum thing that it's been doing all night.
Dispatch 304.
It's recycling again and likely to be a significant tornado precinct.
Yeah.
Man, this storm is.
And unfortunately, y'all, it's going to go. This one, you know, if it does it again, you know, it's probably going to try to go through Hutchinson,
went live,
especially on the northwest
right.
side. So hopefully, right now we've got everybody in Adams Corner in their safe spot. Now, Willowbrook, you're not under a tornado warning yet. Hutchinson, you're not under a tornado warning yet. Medora,
Right
you're not
here is
under
where
a
we went
tornado
live,
warning yet.
this scan.
But one is likely coming soon,
As
and
it
you
was
need
south of
to y'all watch
Greensburg.
out and get ready.
We watched it go and occlude south of Greensburg, drop a huge tornado again south of Greensburg. Went just to the
Ryan,
east of
Eagle YT
Greensburg,
is keeping an eye out. Says,
dropped
man,
another
I thought we were
tornado
winding
near
down, then
Wellsford,
boom, the
Fires,
cell pops up near Greensburg.
Fires. Stayed on the ground, went very close to Luca, occluded, and then started dropping
Yeah, so
another
here's the thing. We are
tornado
winding down.
northwest
Every
of
other
Preston.
storm out there is winding
And
down.
that's the one we just watched happen again.
Dang. Yeah, the damage in Plevna is terrible.
Another violent
Another tweet
thing's
over there.
produced
Once again,
at
my
least
handle on
4
Twitter or
intense
X, whatever you want to call it,
tornadoes,
is
two of which
at
were
Ryan
likely
Hall, y'all.
violent.
I'm retweeting a bunch of
Depends
this
exactly how many times
media
it
from
gets
storm
out
chasers. I
there.
can't show it on the air without permission, and the last thing
It
I want
may
to do
have
is call these
produced
guys and be like, "Hey, can I show your stuff?" Like,
Who knows?
they're
One
busy out
violent
there
tornado and then
saving
this
lives and
violent
helping
tornado.
people
It may
right now.
just
So,
produce
like,
simply two very
just go look at it on
long-tracked
their
violent
Twitters.
tornadoes.
I'm retweeting it all.
If it only lifted once.
Via scanner, residents of Plevna thankfully took shelter in the church basement. So a lot of the residents of Plevna were taking shelter in the church basement. If you remember,
according to a
you know,
person next to Plenva,
while we were talking about Plevna, we
they said dispatch
specifically
requesting emergency
talked about that.
services
I was,
switched
you know,
to
we were talking about how all these, you know, there's probably about 80 people that live here, it seems like. And all of these are trailer homes and stuff. And
Probably
we
won't
talked
get
about
more
how this
information
would
from
probably be the best option for a shelter.
Yep, that
I
makes
don't know.
sense.
You know, that might be something that this town has gotten together and talked about before. Maybe this was a part of the plan. If we're ever under a big tornado warning, everybody come down to the church.
Ever looked before, so
But yeah,
there
I'm glad that
may
it sounds to me
be
like a lot of the residents wrote
is
this
it.
out in the basement of the church, and that's a man. What a wonderful
there may be
thing
a
if that's
chance
actually the
we are
case.
done.
486 dispatch, 48 is in route to Plevna.
It's moved into an environment that is half as favorable as it was.
Yeah, there's damage.
So there is a
photos
slim
and
chance,
videos,
but definitely a
on
chance
Twitter,
that
on
was
X.
it. And this
Aaron
storm
J.
is going to
Jack
go off to
specifically
die
shared some of the
pretty
damage, and it
soon
looks
and
like stuff's
quite
completely
quickly.
destroyed out there.
I can tell you this: we will find out sooner rather than later if it's done now.
Queef, motherfucker! What? Oh, queef, motherfucker!
41, 462. Is it going to be easier for me to come in from the west or the east at Plevna?
It doesn't look as impressive. It still looks tornadic.
Thank God.
We'll see. We'll need to give it a good minute. I think we're going to need to give it at least a good 20 to 30 minutes to see if it's going to try to recycle. Because that occlusion made it take quite the beating.
I can go back to 2011 and drop one if y'all want to see that.
Nintendo memes that'll make you the coolest friend in the group chat. First off, we have this does not mama the meme.
Yeah, so this is not on the ground right now, y'all. The tornado has lifted, but we're expecting that it will cycle again. By the way, we have a live view of downtown Hutchinson. pretty quiet out there right now.
We're going to meet at Irish Creek and Sylvia Road, and we'll go from there.
Where you at? And make my way close to the school. Trying to cut.
Give me a second, y'all.
Far out of the road. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, all chasers have really gone search and rescue here, so I'm just switching through feeds. Most have gone to full search and
All right,
rescue.
Ryan, Rattlehead's got a good question for you.
Plevna.
How much farther can this storm live in this environment? And they're saying, keep up the great work.
This storm, honestly, it shouldn't even have lasted as long as it did. So I'm actually surprised that it's still going. I think that I don't want to speak too soon, because the last thing that I want to do is make somebody, stop taking shelter or whatever, because I'm
also a lot of the chasers that are out here, they've got a
disregarding the storm or whatever.
5+ hour drive to Oklahoma
But
for
I
tomorrow's
think
target.
that we're about done with this cell. I mean, it is going to try to do it
So
again.
These guys are going to be up all night.
But if it
They're gonna
doesn't
do a bunch of
succeed
search and
here, or if
rescue
it doesn't
now,
start
and
looking
when
like
they
it's
get a chance
succeeding
to,
here soon,
they'll start driving down to Oklahoma.
I think we're done with this
And
one.
they
So we're just
probably
going to
won't
watch
get
these
much
next
of
few
a,
scans very
much
closely,
sleep.
and we're going to stay very hyper vigilant out here in Nickerson, Hutchinson, and Medora in Kansas, just in case. But let's hope for the best.
So this storm's running out of instability. It's no longer in the 4,000 cape it once was in. It's now down to 2,000.
Oh
Still
my gosh,
enough cape
Plevna
to
got
promote a strong
wrecked.
tornado threat, potentially even a violent tornado
More
threat.
damage photos.
It is still in one of the most volatile environments you can get.
being retweeted now.
The only thing that has changed is instability has halved. So this storm still going to be extremely capable of producing intense tornadoes. But man, this thing was just, it was in one of the most volatile environments I've ever tracked in my life. All it took was one supercell. That's all it took. And that's why we had the moderate today.
Dang.
All it took was one
and once again, y'all,
supercell to get
we are
discreet
not
in the moderate.
done in Plevna. We were here while the storm went through.
After dark, too.
And we're going to stay on the air here as we learn the news and search and rescue is happening. And we're also going to be in the towns in the days coming forward with the Y'all Squad. Thanks to you guys going over to the y'allsquad.org. We have raised close to $200,000 just in the past few days for tornado victims. We are in the middle of a very memorable tornado outbreak sequence. There will be more tornadoes tomorrow.
I can safely say, guys, the tornado outbreak we said that would not succeed.
I really appreciate all the help that we've gotten from y'all. And if you would like to add to that, if you don't know about the Y'all Squad, if you're just now watching us for the first time, what we do is normally whenever there's a tornado that hits a town, we have a lot of people watching. We have a lot of attention on us. And instead of turning that attention into dollars and putting that back into ourselves, we're putting that attention and we are turning it into dollars, and we're putting it back into the communities. So if everybody watching right now donated $1 or $2, we would stack another $100,000+ onto our total here, and we'd be able to make a big difference for some of these people who are hurting tonight and are homeless now as a result of these tornadoes. Some people are going to get skipped over by FEMA. Some of them are going to get skipped over by insurance. We try to fill that gap wherever we can, and we try to do rapid response by getting truckloads of supplies out there. And we go and talk to individual people and see what do you need. We bought people cars before. We replaced roofs.
Stream, and then I started the stream
we've
right
done
back up.
all kinds of stuff. So if you want to help with that, you can go over to the y'allsquad.org and make a tax-deductible donation to our nonprofit organization.
I think tomorrow, I don't know about it.
It would be amazing if we could get over $200,000 raised tonight. I think I don't even know where we are right now.
I don't know their confidence in storm mode.
A new tornado watch has been issued.
Hey Ryan, it's Brad. I don't know if you could like
I don't know.
use your magical
I know it would
powers
be
or
in
do some cloud
probably
seeding or
in
something like
eastern
that.
Oklahoma.
I'm really ready to go back to my hotel in Oklahoma City. If you would just kind of make this storm kind of stop.
Dang, that's a long drive. You're going all the way back to OKC tonight?
Man, I thought that these storms were done. I was over there on that, whatever that Woodward storm was, like right around sunset. I was frustrated. I was like, I'm done. We're going home.
Let's see here.
I booked myself a hotel in Oklahoma City, and then you played my dadgum theme song, and now things went crazy, and I'm out here after midnight. So I partly blame you. But it's all right. Still love you.
Imagine like doing a long day of work. You're 16 hours in. You've been adrenaline pumping, chasing tornadoes, pretty much inside of tornadoes. You accidentally end up 2 states too far away, and now you're like, all right, let's go home and take a nap. And it's a 5-hour drive.
Looking good, y'all. We're looking
That's
good.
plumb wild.
Just hope this storm
Actually, I
looks
don't know. Is that a
exactly
5-hour?
like this,
How long of a drive is
it's
that?
all
That's
looking-
a pretty long drive from where he is to Oklahoma. It's not 5 hours, I don't
Even
think.
though
but-
it's in such a volatile environment, that cape is starting to drop, and that's all it takes.
Is it 5 hours?
Tornadoes
That might
are
actually be
very,
5 hours.
Very, very sensitive.
3 hours, yeah.
Frustrated. I was like, I'm done. We're going home. I myself a hotel in Oklahoma City, and then you
Yeah, about 3 hours. Still, that's that's crazy.
So I partly blame you. But it's all right.
Where's Great Bend? Okay, that's where it is.
Imagine like doing a long day of work. You're 16 hours in. You've been adrenaline pumping, chasing tornadoes, pretty much inside of tornadoes. You accidentally end up 2 states too far away, and now you're like, all right.
Man, the people who called this quit early.
By the way, y'all, so at this storm up here, the tornado is not down anymore, and hopefully it's going to stop being a problem
Ryan, it's
for
not
us.
5 hours, but it's 3 hours and 18 minutes from where I sit right now. But as I'm talking, it looks like the storm near Nicholson is trying to strengthen again on the south side.
Crazy.
We'll go back and look at that right here in a second, but let's really quickly take a look at some of these other storms. I know we got people in Corinth right now that
Waking
are
up to seeing all the
wondering what's
pictures and
going on.
everything.
We've got a strong storm coming in with 60-mile-per-hour winds, nothing tornadic
All
going
because
on
of
over
one
here.
stupid
We do have a
supercell.
strong storm in Nebraska going up towards St. Paul. So y'all need to be in
Just
your
one.
safe spots, away from windows,
see the one in
indoors, all that good
Oklahoma on the
stuff.
Kansas border,
And
it
that's pretty
died
much
out
it
like
outside of our
all
tornado warning
models
storm,
really showed,
which
but
does look like it is trying to take one last
those
breath here
storms fired on the dry line
and
they rode
maybe
the
try to
dry
do
line,
something
keep
right here
submerged,
south and east of
I mean,
Nickerson.
that's how you get violent tornadoes, man.
So
That's
we're
exactly
going to
how it
continue to
happens.
watch this from Brad Arnold's perspective.
All right, we
as
are
the
all
storm
the way
whoa,
down to radar indicated.
comes over towards Brad.
We are all the way down to radar indicated now.
Yeah, about 3 hours. Still.
Man,
Wow, look at this.
it's been one supercell. It was this single supercell right here in the moderate risk that made it really verify.
This is a leveled
And then the
brick
moderate risk in
home.
Kentucky.
Just
It
south
was
of
that one
Plevna.
supercell in eastern Kentucky. and
family
it
is in the
verified that
basement, and they are
whole
okay.
southern side of the moderate. 2 days ago. Both of them were one very memorable.
Sean
supercell.
sent this into me.
Of course, in Kentucky, though, we also had on May 16th,
Holy
the
smokes,
Southern
that is
Illinois
a
one.
brick home,
There was a few
completely
on that Day.
leveled.
Same with this day, but those
It's
two
in
very
Plevna.
long tracked ones. That's what I'm getting at. That is what I'm getting at. Long tracked. That one in Kentucky tracked from southwest Missouri all the way to southeast Kentucky, being tornado warned for 10 hours. This one had 2 tornado emergencies and tracked
Fuck-ass house.
from
Oh my. Oh wow. Oh, it's actually gone.
Where it's now
Fuck.
no longer even tornado
Yeah,
warned,
no, I shouldn't have
northwest of
said fuck
Hutchinson.
ass house. No,
So, man, we are down
I
to
take that
a
back.
severe thunderstorm
I
warning.
That must have been a really nice house.
Wow.
Oh hell
And
no!
as fast as it blew up, it died out.
You just sent the same photo, you dumbass.
You did,
Yes, you
idiot.
There
did.
you go.
That's
As
the
fast
same
as it exploded,
house.
it died out right after it hit
Same house, little
Klimva.
baby. Oh, never mind.
You
Klimva.
fucking
Klimva.
dumbass.
I'm not too sure how to pronounce the town.
Send the other
fuck-ass
photo.
app.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
search and rescue
gorilla.
across all of the chasers out here.
Yeah, that is. It's a
Klimva.
someone's laundry din or whatever. Freaking got put.
So
That
yeah,
house is
Bro,
completely
and
slapped.
bro, someone
honestly, this
should have sent it.
it looks like it is trying to let up. So let's hope for the best here as this continues
Just
to go off to the north
catastrophic.
and east. We no longer have any warning associated with it whatsoever.
Man,
There's not even a
hell.
severe thunderstorm.
Retard.
There's not even
Bubbles, you raped
there's certainly not a tornado.
Bubbles,
warning
you
with that,
raped
right?
my you raped my
So
ear.
You know
that's
what?
good.
Canceled Bubba's
We'll
now.
continue to hope for the best
Oh,
here
hell
as the
no.
storm
Go
moves off
fuck
to the
yourself.
east.
Bubbles just raped my ears.
By the way,
I think we are well past our main
a year
threat.
ago
Like
from
that
this
is,
event, or not a year ago, in 2017
we're
from
mostly done
this
with our
day's
main
event,
threat.
which was May 18th. May 18th was
Jefferson?
yesterday, right? We're still
Here's a
technically
storm.
on the day of May 18th.
If you do that
SPC-wise,
shit again,
that's
I'm
getting
going
ready
to
come into the Florence,
myself.
Alabama area.
on the 18th.
Around there, this is now our strongest storm on the
In
map.
2017, the fourth.
All right, that's it.
was
That's
issued
it. You're
for that
fucking
year.
dead. Tomorrow, I'm
The
sending
fourth
my
highway was
cum
issued on
with
it
bleach
May 18th,
to your house.
2017 for that.
I will come into an envelope
And
and
it
send
was
that
none
shit
other
to
than
you.
Oklahoma and
Fucking
Kansas.
So
try me.
We're watching areas over here
New
in northeast
information.
Mississippi
This
and
tornado
northwest
warning
Alabama.
has been up.
I
just
have
Yep,
your
we will
home
be back
address.
tomorrow.
overlapped.
We will be back tomorrow with
Fuck
more
you.
coverage here.
And that day, I'm pretty sure it had just a few supercells.
Big
that
time,
was
enhanced risk of severe
strong
weather tomorrow, so
up
get
to
ready for
violent
it.
Tornadoes. And yeah, let me show you.
Podcast.
I'm gonna have to black out. this
Make sure you
screen real quick,
subscribe.
'cause I
Who's planning
don't
on
know
tuning
the
in
last
tomorrow?
time
You guys gonna be
I
here
shot
for
it.
that one too?
It was probably a video of the tornado or something, so I don't want to get copyrighted. But look at this.
Cock
Bit of a
ass.
flashbang warning.
Retard.
That is.
All right,
from-
Ryan,
CSU
heads up.
just went
We've got
35
Vanessa
minutes
Pal
before
E with
the
a super
tornado.
important
Butt
info
face.
for you. She's the front office manager at
That's
a
right.
hotel
If
in
anyone
Salina,
wants to play
Kansas.
listening,
and
join her.
says,
I will lay some pipes.
Good evening,
This is
Ryan.
not an
Is there
official
anything I need to
Lay
warn
pipe
my
in your
night
throat.
auditor about? I rely on you to keep my staff and guests safe. Thank you.
Finish it, you're dead.
That went,
So this
high risk
storm
before
that
tomorrow,
is
so
that just went by
we got a long
Hutchinson
day ahead
is
of us
eventually going to
tomorrow.
kind of clip
I'm gonna stay here till the
Salina or
next
Salina
outlook
as it goes
from
through
the
a little
SPC,
bit
which
later.
I think is going to be.
But
in
it'll
20
be much
minutes.
weaker. I don't think that you've got anything to worry about up there.
Oh.
I don't think you got anything to worry about.
Oh my god.
There's going to be a storm, but it's not going to be of any sort of
Random guy
significance.
depends how long you've been gone. If you
you
haven't tuned
Oh
into
my
the
It's not gonna be
live
anything
stream,
that you
you
haven't
missed
seen before.
3 to 4 intense tornadoes with at least 2
Jeez,
of them being
man.
violent. One
Ryan,
of them
Archipelago
being
Y'all
just
won't let
dropped
me
in
go
with
the
a
fuck
great
to
question,
bed.
probably on a few minds this late.
Jefferson.
They're asking,
We have
so
fucking
is it a good
tests
time to go
tomorrow,
to sleep?
you
What do you
ass.
say, Chief?
That was
Sleep,
Jefferson.
or is there more weather action to keep us up?
That wasn't even
No,
me.
I'm
That was
getting off. I'm getting off for the night.
Honestly.
Sleep. Yeah, it's a good time to go to sleep. If you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. There's not going to be any more crazy wild weather tonight. There will certainly be like
Hey
a
Jeff,
couple more
look
tornado
at my screen.
But
Oh shit, he's about to type something.
I don't think that anything crazy is going to happen here. And I am even still watching the storm down here near Hutchinson. That we're not completely done with that one. It's just the massive tornado situation. I'm hoping is done for. We still do have some rotation right here next to Nickerson, though, northeast of Lakeside. So we're gonna stay on
If you
there
guys
long enough to
don't
watch
let
that
me go-
until it kind of fades away.
Bro,
Right
Bubs,
now, for
your
the
mic,
most part,
your
I
mic
think
is
we're okay.
delayed, dude. Bubs, your mic is delayed.
I think we're doing
A
okay.
good estimate is 30,000 feet.
You bet, Jim. Glad you enjoyed it. Incredible work. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure it's lofted 32,000 feet.
Here's what the radar
Let me
could look
fucking
like
leave it so I can get some sleep.
Once again,
I'm gonna
tonight,
rape
these
you.
storms will be
When
completely
does that
out of our hair.
expire?
With right now, honestly, things are going to continue to die off for the rest of the night.
2:45
Storms will be
a.m.
back
Eastern.
with us
That's
tomorrow
still
around 1 or
another
2 p.m. They'll be popping up right around southeast Kansas, up towards Kansas City. That's where we're going to start the coverage tomorrow. Those will move all the way across Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and they'll probably get into the St. Louis area around 10 p.m.
Bro, only a
the same
day is
thing.
fine.
It'll be like
At
2 p.m.
least.
to 2
12 hours, bro.
a.m.
At
tomorrow.
this
That's what
point,
we
if
will
you're
be
just gonna keep
doing.
fucking
So at some point, I'm going to have to go to sleep.
timing me out,
So
look
we'll
at this
probably wrap
shit.
up here soon.
6 days, you asshole.
When is peak tornado time?
You know what, I
Tomorrow,
won't be
peak
surprised
tornado
if you're
time is
dead
going to be
by, next
probably
week.
4 p.m. to 9 p.m. 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Bitch.
Ryan, incoming. We have an exceptionally kind message from Kelsey Wells, and it truly captures the spirit of why we're all here. Kelsey says, the work you do is so important. You're helping and saving lives. Thank you for always giving us reliable storm coverage, and thank you for the work you do with your awesome charity.
Realize I'm kicking myself.
That was kind of that kind of scared me.
No, I'm kicking myself. I'm literally hitting
But
the
thank you,
disconnect button.
thank you, Kelsey, for the very generous contribution. For the very generous super chat. Thank you.
So this is from the lead forecaster and meteorologist. Dodge City.
No injuries
in Kansas.
so far per
He's
scanners.
one of the people you can thank for the reason.
I will do that in the fucking mic, so all of
back out for the Greensburg area.
Seems like a lot of people got to shelter in Plebno.
Many lives.
What an
Bill
amazing
Turner,
story that's going to be.
early this morning, very,
from
very
what I
early
can tell, a
this
lot of
morning.
Plebno was definitely
On
hit.
Facebook, he said, "I am
by the
not
tornado."
saying this is an exact repeat of the Greensburg 2007 tornado
but-
event,
What?
but I predict an
Jeff, are you-
outcome of a similar
What an
intensity
amazing story
and
that's going to be if the
geographical
whole town
location
actually was
this
able to take
evening,
shelter in some of
focused
those more
across southeastern
sturdy buildings.
sections of the NWS Dodge City
Jeff.
County warning
That's a good
areas.
lesson if you're a small town out there with
No,
a bunch of trailer
Jeff,
homes,
you know
a
what
bunch
this one
of
tracker-
manufactured homes, and
recognized a
you got a nice
pattern.
church in the middle,
He
or
called it out.
a courthouse,
And
whatever
published
it
his
is,
server.
post office. Maybe we need to have a town
unfortunately,
meeting.
I
and
need
be
a
like,
new
"Hey, guys,
friend group at this
if ever
point."
happens to us,
To the Greensburg
like
2007
we're all going to meet here.
tornado. Very,
And,
very
No,
we're all
you
gonna
did,
write this out in the
bitch.
basement of
was
this.
spared today.
You
You know what
won't
I'm
let
saying?
me leave.
Barely
I
probably
have
something that
tests
every small town should do.
tomorrow. I have
Yeah.
to. I have to be at the school by 5 o'clock in the
Jefferson.
morning.
I got my Robux. Let's go. I can get the private server.
If I don't get any sleep, I will miss out
Please
on
leave the
these
rating for
important
later.
fucking tests.
Right now, the main thing is trying to figure out if people have been killed by this.
If I have to, I will
don't
fucking
care about it
overdose
right
on
now
fucking
at all.
melatonin.
So
Just to
don't
knock
talk
my
about
ass out, because I cannot
it.
fucking
We can
fall.
talk about that maybe tomorrow evening or after search and rescue has been, you know,
Jefferson.
somewhat completed.
I'm getting a private server on Storm Tracker, bro. I got my Robux. Let's go.
I hate when Twitter does that. I hate
That's
it.
what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go.
First thing they go to is the intensity.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Immediately, they're instantly, oh, this
Hello,
could break
Jeff?
the drought. This might be it. This might be the largest tornado in history. This might have broken El Reno's record. This might be worse than more. Almost instantly, almost within minutes
Da,
of
da, da, da,
any
da,
photo
da.
of the tornado coming out, or any video of a roar,
Maybe hear something from the background.
or any velocity scan that exceeds 190 miles per hour. Almost instantly, this could be it. This could break the drought. This could be the first EF5 in 13 years. 12, 13 years.
Have a safe night, guys. Take care. I'm going on to sleep. I will probably be live